Alright guys, me back again with my Raw review. If anybody's wondering where my Survivor Series pay-per-view review is at, I will be having that up later on today. I'm going to have two friends of mine join in on the review because they also saw the pay-per-view as well. And it'll give you a little bit different perspective of what they thought of the pay-per-view instead of always hearing my thoughts on the pay-per-view. Because, I'm sure, I don't know if get a different point of view from other guys, and it's always nice to have that. But and let me get into this Raw review. Um, as you all know, CM Punk won the belt at Survivor Series. So he started off the show. He had a good promo. He just basically said how much it meant to him to win at Madison Square Garden. He's been wanting to be a wrestler for since he was little, and he talked about where's his ice cream bars and stuff like that. He also did a little saying that he wants to have the interim GM John Laurinaitis to become the former GM John Laurinaitis. Right after he said that, John Laurinaitis came out, pretty much interrupted him. Says he wants the both. He wants both. Ugh, he wants the same thing that CM Punk wants, and that's to make the fans happy. Pretty much right after that, he pipe bombed the hell out of John Laurinaitis. Um, regular CM Punk just cutting down someone. Uh, After that, Jay announced that CM Punk will have a championship match next week on Raw. Not tonight or last night. He would have it next week against Del Rio. He said Del Rio has his rematch, but they're not going to wait till the TLC pay-per-view. That they're going to have it next week on Raw. So I'm thinking maybe, possibly, we'll see Punk lose it, and then him rematch it at TLC. It could happen. Um, if I was WWE, I would start a new feud with CM Punk. But that's just me. Um, CM Punk says, "Why wait? Let's have it tonight." He says he already has CM Punk booked for a match tonight against Dolph Ziggler. He then said that nobody wants to see him wrestle Dolph Ziggler, which is totally wrong. When they said that he was gonna wrestle Dolph Ziggler, I was really happy about that. Nobody now doesn't want to see that match. Those are one of the two best wrestlers that they have in the WWE. So why, everybody wanted to see that match. But basically, he was trying to push Zack Ryder, saying that nobody wants to see him wrestle Ziggler. Everybody wants to see Ryder face Ziggler for the belt. He said that Ryder is also busy tonight, and he's already booked in a match against Alberto Del Rio. So that pretty much got everybody in a match that everybody wanted to see. So I'm wondering what's gonna happen with John Laurinaitis and CM Punk. They got a nice little feud going on. It kind of reminds me of Austin and McMahon, not to that extreme, of course, but one wrestler not liking the higher authority, and all this kind of stuff. And it always seems like John Laurinaitis is kind of looking out to screw CM Punk. So that's my thought. I could be totally wrong, but that's what I see. I see a Austin McMahon too with Punk and Laurinaitis. After that match, we had Ryder versus Del Rio right after that promo. It was okay match. Del Rio ended up winning with his armbar submission. You get more heat on Ryder because sorry, on Del Rio because he's beating up the fan favorite of Zack Ryder. Makes him a little bit more stronger, I guess. Um, Zack Ryder did get in offense. It wasn't a total squash match. Ryder did get some, 1-2 counts, uh, near falls, and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, Del Rio pretty much handled that match, and uh, I think he put the armbar on Ryder after the match as well, just to get a little bit more heat on him. So it worked. You know, a lot of people didn't like that shit. So last night the crowd to me was pretty good as well. It was kind of boring, kind of lame in some parts, but other than that, the crowd was all right. Next match we got Sheamus versus Swagger. Um, this one was actually a really good TV match. Good back and forth action, both getting in some offense. Uh, Sheamus ended up winning. He reversed out of the ankle lock and got him with the bro kick. So it was kind of an obvious finish, but it was still a good match. Even though you might know who's gonna win, doesn't mean that they can't put on a good match. So it was actually a really good match. After that, we got the big sexy Kevin Nash promo. Actually, another good promo. Pretty much said he should have been him and Triple H versus The Rock and Cena, but Triple H, kind of ruined their friendship, and where's Triple H now? He's at home because I took him out, and this the same old shit he said last week. I'm guessing we might see Triple H next week on Raw, maybe the week after, especially after this huge announcement that happened this morning that I'll get into at the end of the Raw review. So I don't know what they're gonna do. We need to see Kevin Nash in the ring. We need to see if he still has it. He's gotten better on the mic. I'll admit that. But other than that, we don't even know if he can last 5 minutes in the ring. So we got to see what's gonna go down there. But other than that, it was a pretty decent slash. I'll say it was a good promo. After that, we had Cody Rhodes. He did a nice little promo before the match. He still needs to work on his mic skills. He's good and all, but he's not the best. He can really work on those, and I think if he worked on his mic skills, he'd be all around a good wrestler. In the WWE, maybe he'd get a little bit more of a bigger push into the WWE World Title picture. But right now, he's perfect as the IC champ. He ended up facing Santino. It was a squash match. Rhodes beat him, I think, within 3 minutes. Makes Rhodes more stronger as IC champ, of course. Pretty much just killing Santino. After the match, Cody Rhodes went up to the ring announce table because Booker T was announcing last night, and says, I've been hearing what you've been saying about me, Booker, and Booker trying to play it off, kind of stuff like that. And Rhodes then grabbed the water bottle and threw water all over Booker T. So it looks like we might see a Booker T and Cody feud, which I really wouldn't mind. You get Booker T off the ring announce table and back into the ring where he belongs. I'm pretty sure Booker T still got it. He was always a good wrestler in my opinion, but he's all right as a commentator. He was actually tolerable last night. I won't lie, and actually tolerable as well at Survivor Series. But I'm curious to see how that would play out in a ring between them two. I think it would be a good match, but we're gonna have to wait and see what happens on SmackDown in the next coming weeks. After that, we had another nice promo by Ziggler. I mean, golly, this kid is on fire. I don't know what to say about this guy. He reminds me so much of Mr. Perfect and HBK. It's like them two combined and made Dolph Ziggler. That's what I see when I look at Dolph Ziggler. He's got the moves, he got the swagger, he got the mic skills, everything. Right now he's on fire. And he did get new music that I don't like at all. I loved the new music that they just made from him and the last one. I do not like this one. I know he's on fire, and usually when they're on fire, they change up their attire or their music. I do not care for his song. I do not care for it. But it was CM Punk versus Ziggler, and this match was pay-per-view quality. This was a damn good match. A lot of near falls had you on the edge of your seat. Uh, CM Punk ended up winning with the go to sleep. But man, this was such a good match. Oh, I do not know why this was not the main event on Raw, but wow, this match was great. This match was, if anything, if you guys don't watch Raw or don't watch the whole episode of Raw, go and watch this match. This was a tremendous match. I guarantee you, you would not be disappointed. And CM Punk ended up. After that, Big Show came out, did a little promo saying that he proved that he was gonna not have Mark Henry walk out, and he said Mark Henry took the easy way out by getting disqualified, and that this feud's not over, yada yada yada. Same old stuff. I really do think they're gonna have another match at TLC, probably a chairs match, some kind of match like that, and then the feud will be over, and then you'll start doing that little Daniel Bryan push towards WrestleMania to face Mark Henry. That's my opinion. But that was basic promo. After that, we had a backstage segment with the Divas who gives a shit. Um, After the commercial break, we had another match: Wade Barrett versus Kofi Kingston. It was a pretty good match. About the middle of the match, Randy Orton just ended up coming out. I guess just to get into Wade Barrett's head. Wade Barrett still ended up winning. It was still a good match. Kind of one-sided for Barrett. He kind of dominated the whole match pretty much, but it was still a good match. After that, he grabbed the mic and said, and the winner of the match, Wade Barrett, pretty much just flaunting in Randy Orton's face. Randy Orton didn't do nothing. He just walked to the back, gave him a little stare, of course, gave him that evil eye. But I'm really curious to see where this goes. Two good wrestlers in the ring, great guys on the mic. So I'm curious to see where this storyline develops and where it goes after. Because if they wrestle at TLC, what kind of match will it be? Will it be for maybe for the number one contender spot? Stuff like that. That's what I'm wondering. But it was still a good match. After this, we had the John Cena fucking promo. Basically talked about what happened at Survivor Series, how he got rock bottomed by The Rock, and now it's way to lead up to WrestleMania 28 and all this nonsense that we already knew what he was gonna say. Miz and R-Truth ended up interrupting him coming out. Miz and R-Truth with another great promo. And then Cena counteracted with, R-Truth has been saying this, that he doesn't like Miz, and then Miz doesn't like R-Truth, and he just walked out. So now they're thinking, oh, wow, is it true that they don't like each other? So you see R-Truth and Miz talking, and R-Truth's like, you're calling me stupid, and stuff like that, and the Miz is saying, he's just trying to get in our head, he's trying to get in your head, he's like, you're just calling me stupid. They're trying to play up the role of R-Truth being dumb. And after that, a little more bickering back and forth. Miz saying, don't talk to me like that. I'm main evented WrestleMania, and I've won the world championship, and yada yada yada. And then Miz ended up clocking him. They got back up. Miz said, no, we need to go after Cena. So they ended up started walking back up the ramp, and he did his finisher on R-Truth. And I guess that's the end of that group. But a lot of people were dogging ending the Raw. Even me, I was like, wow, this Raw fell flat. But now we know from this morning, why it happened, and R-Truth failed the wellness policy test. So he's suspended for 30 days. So there you go, guys. That's pretty much why R-Truth and The Miz are no longer together. Why they ended that little tag team. But still, I still want to see where this goes. It was still a pretty good Raw. Other than that, this was really good Raw. Best Raw they've had in a couple of weeks, honestly. And I'm just curious what's gonna go down next week. Who's gonna show up? Triple H, the world title match. So should be a good Raw next week. Uh, that's about it. If you guys have any feedback or comments down below, please do. I haven't really got many comments, but fuck it. I don't care. As long as you guys watch my videos, I don't care if I get 20 views. As long as I know some people are watching. Thanks, guys, and y'all have a good day.